It's the Oregon State Beavers and the San Diego State Aztecs. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Checking in with the Beavers head coach before the game. He said they have got incredible plans right now to get this wide receiver involved. Defenses have been keying on him. With the young quarterback, they think they have put something into the scheme that will help them get the ball to their receiver downfield, regardless of what the defense tries to do. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. So Oregon State's offense will go to work first. And this junior wide receiver is a focal point in their passing attack. He's a good route runner, good solid hands, and a big part of this passing attack.
And there was times during the week when we were texting. We have a group text for these games every single week. And we talk about different guys. And this receiver, we were like, is the...
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. That was not on the opening script of plays. The turnover as the defense makes a play early.
You usually want to start a game into a hostile environment with a great first drive. Get some momentum, quiet the crowd. Palmer, the exact opposite. On the road, and you make a big mistake early.
Yeah, I love coming into a hostile environment, trying to be aggressive from jump. But reception was like giving every single fan here in this stadium a triple shot of espresso. They are going crazy right now after getting that interception.
Pulls and fires complete. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. They'll run the option. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, San Diego State.
And this offense showing off a little diversity, right? Like being able to run that option a different way, get a receiver that can catch the ball on the pitch, confuse the defense enough to create enough opportunity for the QB to keep it and punch it in the end zone.
He'll bring it out. It's Wheaton. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Beaver offense ready to go. Well, about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
They'll start this one from the 29 on 1st down. Running inside. It's Glass. Still on his feet at the 45. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49. And the Beavers just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Pulls it on the option. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming. Guys, let's talk for just a minute about Oregon State. They've climbed into the top 15, reached a little bit of a checkpoint, haven't they? Playoff is 12 teams. But it's right about this range, and people start tuning in to see what you can do, to see if you're the real deal. Isn't that right, David?
Yeah, and cheering against you, right? A lot of times because their teams are doing well or competing with you, but let's see if this squad can build on the momentum. Starting to get some momentum, some love. Now, Jesse, how do they handle that?
I'm excited to see how this team is going to finish, too, because we know they've got talent. They've got guys that can take the game over. The question I have now moving forward, can they do it on the biggest stages? And today, it's about as big as it gets.
Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Might as well stick with him. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27.
That's a really good job by this defense because second and short, a lot of times, you're thinking pass. You're thinking they're going to try to make that big play because they're set up.
Got a little grass. The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. The Beavers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Breaks into the open. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
And when your offensive line can plow holes like that and you can get over 10 yards a carry, like, we don't need to complicate this. Like, this is a very simple form. Be more physical. Hand the football off. That's a great job in back-to-back plays for this offense.
And he's in. Touchdown, Beavers. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he made the extra point without problem. They put together an 81-yard drive and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Aztecs offense makes its way onto the field to start this drive. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Now improvising. At the 35, he's got room. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Working the middle. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. And the Aztecs peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. How about that blocking up front and that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays. Everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. To throw, it's Lacey. Looking to scramble. And he'll just get rid of that one.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking for space. It's Glass. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. On the run, fires downfield. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the 1st down.
Man, what a big catch on 3rd down. Going up, catching the football, understanding where you're at, now getting a fresh set of downs. Nice play by the receiver.
Into the end zone. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a first down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
Touchdown, Oregon State! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Slings it downfield. Complete in the middle. Runs through a man. He might have space. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Floating away. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. The run inside. It's Wormley. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
That's the end of the period, and Oregon State has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left, and we are ready to get back to it and open the second period. Quarterback keep. There's a little room there. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
The Aztecs have it with a 1st and 10. On the ground with the counter. Not much there on the run. He gets 1 to the 31. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They go right back to him. And he finds some solid space. Makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. Headed to the line at the 23, trying to convert this 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. If you don't convert on this 4th down, there will be questions about passing on the field goal try. Turning it on. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown Aztecs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Really nice job of executing that time by the offense on the option play. Really nice blocking up front. The quarterback there really had a 2-way go. He could have pitched that. The pitch guy was wide open, but the QB decided to keep it himself. Down here in the red zone-ish area, he's able to make guys miss and take it in for the score.
Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Here comes the Oregon State offense to get this drive started. These two offenses have been outstanding in the early going, and that ramps up the pressure to put something on the board every time you touch it. Oh, a lot of space. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15.
It's a fumble on the play. And the defense jumps on it. Turnover. Now we'll hang on here. The coach is calling timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. The defense trying to get a stop on third down from the 44. He's got him. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
On defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
The Beavers want to move quickly. In the red area, it's Powell. Touchdown, Beavers! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they finished it off with a 14-yard run for the score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. San Diego State takes over as the offense is ready to go to work. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Runs through a man, and he might have some space. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver that can do that. That can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. Guys, let's think just for a minute about big picture San Diego State. I'm sure you guys saw a great pickup in the backfield. 3-star running back gave a verbal last week. And getting good talent like this is really what programs at this level need to thrive on.
It's pivotal, Reese. And now you got a big commitment at the running back spot with those 3 stars. And now you start to build a class around him. Get everybody else excited. This is how you build a program.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. The run up the middle, looking for the score. Stopped again, and at least they made it back to the line of scrimmage this time. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for 6. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Powell. Got enough for the first. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The offense has it 1st and 10 from their own 20. Finds his man. It's Thomas. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. They force a negative play.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? To the air, it's Lacy. Bringing the heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there. More and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
We talk a lot about this at quarterback, right? Hard focus downfield, soft focus around you. He wanted to throw that downfield. He just felt the pressure, and he knew he had to get out of danger. He was able to do that, use his speed, go get north up the field for a first down. Well done.
He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Calls his own number. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. Looking for a man. It's Lacy. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Quarterback slides, and that is a punch to the gut to any defense to let a quarterback get out and move the sticks there. Obviously didn't like what he saw on first down, and they used a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Beavers have it with a 1st and 10. Delay to the back. It's Glass. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. The Beavers headed quickly to the line.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Using his feet. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. And he'll try to knock it through from 33 yards out. Dead center perfect. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, down the stretch we come on what's been a thrilling college football season. Week 11 filled with storylines. We begin our coverage with Florida State taking on the number 4 team, the Virginia Cavaliers. And it's the Seminoles coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. This ball club now stands at 6 wins. They've ensured themselves at the very least of a 500 regular season. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the ACC. Now back to your game inside Snapdragon Stadium. And in this day and age where quarterbacks chuck it all over the field, how refreshing to see two offenses rely on off-tackle left, off-tackle right, and even a few halfback dives. Physical offensive lines and elusive backs have told the story. A throwback to the halcyon days of 3 yards and a cloud of dust. And just like that, let's send it back to the fellas inside Snapdragon Stadium.
The Beavers will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. San Diego State trying to get things moving on this drive. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here will be huge.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. To the ground, he's got it again. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. We'll have a stoppage here as there is a Beaver down on the field. Got 6 on 1st down, now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Makes the catch, it's Hawkins. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. And the Aztecs have this offense rolling. Running inside. It's Wormley. Got enough for the 1st. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. The Aztecs come to the line in the hurry-up.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And we've already seen him make splash plays in this football game. He got the interception, the big pick earlier, now getting in the backfield, getting to the quarterback, and doing the most important thing. When you get there, get home and get him on the ground. He's got a pick, and now he's got a sack.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Throws to the tight end. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. So they'll send out the field goal unit, visualizing the right ball flight from 39 yards out in the right hash. Splits the uprights right down the middle. Down to a 1-possession game, 24-17.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. The run inside. It's Glass. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Just going to keep it after the snap. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still, just a very short gain.
And you could tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, Not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a fourth quarter game.
Well, we know the game of college football is always evolving and changing, and one of the biggest reasons why is the quarterback evolution. Dual threat quarterbacks. You're seeing two great examples in this game so far. Both guys can hurt you throwing it. Both guys can hurt you running it. It's been the running attack for both of these guys that's been the big story so far.
Looking downfield, it's Lacey. Right on the money. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. And the Beavers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Glass. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. The Beavers will line it up on 1st and 10. Trying to run, it's Glass. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you've got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Beavers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. A first down run in the red zone. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
And this is an area of the field, man, who can be more physical. And you know I'm going to run the football a lot of times on these goal-to-go situations. 1st and goal, can I be physical? Can I get closer? The defense won that physical battle. Interested to see now if the offense thinks they can still run, or do they go to the passing game?
How good have they been on 3rd down today? And another opportunity here on 3rd and goal. They'll try to pound their way in. Touchdown, Oregon State! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that's the way you punctuate the long drive. Nice job being physical, getting that ground game going, and Jesse finishing with the ground game.
Yeah, really, I think that drive is really a microcosm of what they've been doing all game, right? Imposing their will by running the football. The defense knew it was coming, and they still couldn't stop him.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Aztecs offense ready to go back to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it. And the Aztecs will call on their punt team. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. Here's the return. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. From the gun, the ground game. There he goes. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
That's the way to start a drive. Now they'll snap it just shy of midfield. Running inside, it's Glass. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. They'll give it to him again. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Slides past the sticks, and he converts on 2nd and long. Great awareness on the scramble.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Working the sidelines, Holly Rowe. What do you have, Holly?
Hey guys, down here on the home team sideline, I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation. They're showing him those mistakes on the film, trying to get him to see.
There he goes! And he takes it all the way down to the 20. The Aztecs racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, you're down 2 possessions. The defense knows you're going to take shots, so it's not going to be easy. But how about that explosive play and a 50-50 ball? Guy comes down with it, and that is perfect. You've got to score quick and get the ball back quickly here to win this game.
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Right on target this time. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Ball is at the 20. They'll try to convert this 3rd and short. Run in the red zone. It's Wormley. Could be an alley. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9.
And I like the bounce back for this offense. You go 3 and out, they don't get frustrated. They don't get down. Nice job going back to the drawing board, creating some good plays. Now here in a rhythm, moving the football.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Here comes the option. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. And they'll come to the line trying to take a slice out of this lead on 3rd and goal. Back to the ground with the running back. He is stopped short. That's the man they wanted to have the ball, but it'll be 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. Here comes the heat. Touchdown, San Diego State. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
What a fantastic route that time. If you're going to be able to throw the ball down in this area of the field with the windows closed so quickly, you have got to be precise with the route running, and that's what happened right there. That's an easy connection between the QB and his target for the score.
He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Here comes the Beaver offense, ready to go. The run inside. It's Glass. Picks up the first down. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run as this game creeps along, right? If they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Lacey. Finds his target down the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Pivotal moment, perhaps even a decisive play coming on 3rd and 3. They'll try to get the first through the air. Throws for the tight end. Finds a man on the left.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
And the Beavers are moving quickly down the field. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Glass. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. The Beavers come to the line with a new set of downs. Might as well give it to him again. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. So they'll use a timeout here. One more remaining, and of course the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. From the red zone, it's Glass. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16. They'll use a timeout on defense here. That's their final one. The clock stops just once more at the 2-minute mark. The pressure, the intensity is palpable. A huge play right here on 3rd and 2. They went right back to him, and they got the exact same thing. Nothing doing against this defense. It'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And he got it! And they'll push that lead out a little further.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Motion from the back. To the air on first down. Dances away to buy time. 7-yard pickup on that one is now 2nd and 3. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Looking to fire. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. They're going to go from their own side to the line quickly. A big play here. On 4th down, trying to find his man. He's going to take off. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
You know, with that scramble play, you got to give it to him. He's trying everything he can do just to get this home crowd back into this game and get them loud again. He's trying to build momentum. Really nice job scrambling out of danger.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running.
And the offense, after giving up that sack, they're not going to take time and think about what happened. They're going right back to the line of scrimmage to try to run another play.
The sure hands, it's 4. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Rushes on him. Trying to buy time. He hits the slide, and he's got enough to convert that 3rd down. And the Aztecs want to crank the tempo. Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again. Fires left. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Takes it the other way. Roberts making a big play and putting it in the end zone. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
They won the game today. That's